What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Yakuza Fan Podcast for March 23rd, 2017.
Yay.
I'm Deacon, and this is my co-host, Cal.
Why?
And we're here to talk about Yakuza.
Oh, that again? We're still doing that?
It's something that we need to do every week.
That's still a thing?
It
Are
is.
people still interested in Yakuza?
Everyone loves Yakuza. People are still wrapping up Yakuza 5.
Yes. I'm looking at you, Sneaky Columbus.
Looking at me. I still need to beat Amon in Yakuza 5.
What's wrong with you? Yakuza 6, you mean? Or 0?
No, I mean both.
That is pathetic.
It's really bad.
You run the #1 Yakuza fan site on the internet.
That's arguable.
And you can't even wrap up Yakuza.
You know what? It's
Yakuza
because
5.
I spent...
It's been how many years?
I spend so long with them, and in my defense...
In your defense, you're bad at video games.
In my defense, I got up to Amon in the Japanese version of Yakuza 5, but I left it so that when I got the English version, I would be able to beat Amon. Like, I wanted to leave myself a little something that I could do once the English version came out.
Something new and different.
Exactly. So I got in there.
Besides being the Ramen King.
Yes, exactly. I got it sitting there. And so then I got the English version of Yakuza 5, and I think I spent nearly 200 hours with it.
Oh my god, you are bad at video games.
It's not that I'm bad with it, it's that I just get lost in the world and just end up running around fighting people and just doing all the other random shit.
Yeah.
And then I got up to Amon again, and then just never got around to actually fighting him. I didn't do the tournament either. Every time I load up that game to run around in one of the other cities, I keep getting approached by all these weird muscly guys that want me to fight them. And I can't remember what the subplot for that is.
It's been too long.
Yeah, I keep getting accosted by all these weirdos on the streets, and I can't remember what the end goal of this is.
To be the strongest, always.
I think that they're leading me towards the Colosseum.
Right.
But it's been so long that I don't remember.
That's fantastic.
I had never finished maxing out the characters in the English version either. That was one of the things that I was waiting to do, because to fight Amon, you need to be at your peak. And to be at your peak, you need to do all the training, unlock the boost mode.
Grind.
Exactly. And at that point, I was like, I've already spent way too long with this game.
Yeah.
I love Yakuza, but I need breaks between.
Yes, it's too much.
And
let's face it, all the games are the same.
More or less. I mean, realistically, they all follow a very, very similar structure. That's why they can crank them out so quickly. I love that structure. Don't get me wrong. Just saying that they're the same is not a bad thing. They are exactly what I want every time. And they do make minor changes here and there, but every single time it is an incremental update instead of a massive overhaul.
Yeah, well, and that's good though. Don't mess with perfection, right?
Exactly. Especially going from Yakuza 0 to Yakuza 6, but that's a story for another podcast.
Yeah.
For a Yakuza 6 spoiler cast.
I think that is covered under the Yakuza 6 spoiler cast.
Yeah, everyone go check out our Yakuza 6 spoiler cast. It's somewhere on the channel.
0 spoiler cast.
Yeah. You know what? I realized the other day that they weren't uploaded to the podcast feed, so I got them all uploaded. So now, if anyone's subscribing to the audio version through iTunes or whatever...
Yeah, those 3 guys are going to be really excited.
Hey, we get 57 roughly per
57.
episode. 57? That's not bad. I've done podcasts with less listeners.
Yeah, but...
Now, I no longer do those podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's still not bad.
What motivation do you have to continue
when
you have less listeners?
Exactly. So, as you guys probably just heard, I'm still really sick. I've been running a fever since Saturday.
No, you haven't. Oh my god, this is the most dramatic cold I've ever seen people. I'm sick too. I went to work. I've done all my
I went to work.
Shit
I've been going to work all week.
I got drunk. I stayed up late. I'm fine.
You stayed up late and then bitched the entire following day.
I was sleepy.
You were so mad that you had to exist in this world.
Well, why isn't the world set up to cater exactly to me?
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I stayed up late. Why am I so tired?
Why am I so tired? Why me? Yes, that was a thing that happened. I was tired.
Yeah. Back to my point. I've been sick.
I've been sick too. I'm sick now.
Yeah.
I had a sore throat.
Yeah, I'm still sick. That's one of the reasons why the podcast is delayed today.
Yes, because we were not feeling well yesterday.
Yeah, I still feel like garbage.
I crawled into bed. I watched them call the midwife.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Exactly. I passed out pretty quickly last night too.
It's a good show, by the way, guys. Watch it.
I was kind of watching it with you last night. It's
it's super it's this drama and it's really heavy, isn't it? Way heavier.
From what I saw, I had my headphones on. I was listening to the Easy Allies podcast. And so every so often, what was happening in the show would sync up with what someone was saying. So there was a woman giving birth, and then she started crying, and all I'm hearing is about how great Nier Automata is and how more people need to play it.
Well, I mean, I think the episode that you were watching was one where there was a baby stillborn.
Oh, no.
So it was a pretty...
Much like Nier Automata.
Oh my god, Nier Automata should have been stillborn.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I had to defend that game in our Discord today, and I was so mad because I hate Nier so much.
Why do you hate Nier?
I don't, but I just hate that you talk about it so much.
It's so good.
I had to defend it.
It's like my second favorite game series.
And it's not a bad, and I was like... I was surprised at how much Nier shit I know. Yeah. Which is too much.
Well, okay, give me a Nier fact.
Like that the Gestalt version was the only one that came out in North America. Yes. Okay. And then the versions were Gestalt.
Okay, riddle me this, Batman. Did ending E appear in the replicant version?
I think it was different, wasn't it?
No.
No?
The only thing that was different in the replicant version in Japan
was your daddy or
brother Nier? You were brother Nier.
Yeah. But wasn't there both versions that came out in Japan? Gestalt
yes.
and Replicant?
Yes.
But only Gestalt came out in North America. Yeah, see, I knew this shit.
Yes.
And I was so mad. I was so fucking mad that I knew it. Like, why the fuck do I know this shit?
Because I keep you updated.
And
you know what? Your nerd cred goes through the roof every time you can bring up a Nier fact.
Oh my god. And I know obscure Nier facts.
Yeah.
Like, it's because if I liken a grind to grinding for the eagle eggs. Like,
oh yeah, you remember you lived
like
that experience.
Fishing in Nier. Yes, I lived that experience. I took all of the fucking hate and abuse. It was like I'm so mad at this eagle egg.
Remember? Do you remember how long I was grinding for?
Too long.
It was like hours.
I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to bed. See you. Oh, you're still getting eagle eggs.
It made me more mad that I bought the DLC but didn't play it until after I beat the base game. But anything that you do in the DLC carries over to the base game. Mm-hmm. And it's like, they're giving out eagle eggs like candy. Like,
so you can basically pay to win.
Oh, man. Like, the DLC for Nier 1 was so good. And just items, like really rare items, just all the time. And it was only like an hour long. So you could run it like twice and you have all the eagle eggs you need.
Oh, my God.
It made me so mad.
I have a podcast-related question for you.
Sure.
How was your gaming week?
It was nearly... great.
Nearly?
It was nearly great, but then I finished Nier, and now it's nearly not.
Yeah, what are you going to play now? You played some, what? What did you play after Nier? Nothing. Mass Effect.
I played a little bit of Mass Effect. I fell asleep twice.
Did you really?
The first time I tried to play it, I kept getting super sleepy.
Yes, well, Mass Effect does have that effect.
It was just...
It has a Mass Effect.
The opening is so boring.
Yes.
Like, in the start of Mass Effect 1, you're going through fighting the Geth. Like, and it's like these really cool robotic enemies. Then you have that big part.
How good that was.
And then you have the big part with like Saren at the end, and you touch the marker, and you get all these weird visions.
Oh, that was so sick!
Right?
I love Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda is just like, well, we're fighting these weird cauliflower-looking aliens.
Why?
There's a lightning storm happening.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's been dealt with though, so don't never mind about that. Then we found like this weird underground door into nowhere, and then we couldn't open it, so we left.
Oh.
Yeah. But not just that, there was no real reason for us to go down onto the planet to start with. Like, everything that we needed to know, we could have used our senses from space to find out.
Oh my god, like, you have the probe in the other games.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. Like, what else was there? We found out...
Shit on Mass Effect Hour.
We found out that, someone used their biotics, and everyone's like, oh my god, you're biotic? And they're like, oh yeah, don't worry though, it's not contagious. But
what the fuck?
But it literally is contagious. You create biotics by exposing people to element 0. And then forever those people are infected with element 0 and radiated. That's how the biotics work. So literally, by spending enough time with a biotic, you become infected with it.
Is that how it is?
Yes. Because it's an element that you get that leaches into you like radiation.
Okay, yes.
So yes, it is literally infectious.
Oh my good god. What a fucked up game. But it was a different studio, right?
It was BioWare Montreal.
It's always the French's fault. Always blame the French.
Not just that, every single side character sounds like, first of all, the recording quality is so poor, and it sounds like they're not actors. It sounded like they were devs doing the voice work. Like, they were just...
How did this game get made?
The quality was so poor. And then my favorite part, I came up to one of the cauliflower aliens that was holding someone up. And before he could do anything, I one-shot headshotted him. His head exploded. Yeah. And then he glitched into a T-pose and stood there.
He just stood there.
And that's when I gave up.
I love seeing T-posing in games.
That's when I gave up and walked away. I came back to it later. I loaded up my game. I loaded into the world, and he was still there T-posing. It saved him there T-posing.
That's fantastic.
And I played it for like another hour after that. And I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not at the point where this game has got its hook in me. Yeah. I feel like this one a lot more so than the other Mass Effects are built to fuck aliens.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is just, this one is just built to further a plot where you fuck an alien.
Oh.
But it's like, and I've seen some.
And I've heard there's only one more alien.
There's only one new alien, and I looked up some of the sex scenes. The male and the hetero relationships are all like softcore pornography.
Okay.
Like straight up. The male
Might have
and male
to look
ones.
those up later.
The male and no, they look fucking atrocious. The facial capture animation, like everything's twitchy, and their eyes are like dead.
I'm just likening
They're
this to
so
like
bad.
the 3D Overwatch porn.
It's so bad. No, 3D Overwatch porn is better quality. Like seriously, like their eyes move in like weird opposite directions.
Oh, sometimes. Eyes like my eyes.
Just like twitch.
It's like me.
It's so weird.
I will feel like myself is in this game. Mm-hmm. All right, so how are the gay scenes?
Oh, the gay scenes, instead of going into softcore pornography, they get to where the other ones would be and then fade to black.
Oh my god!
Right?
In a Canadian game,
right?
Not in my
house. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, can I ask you a very serious question here? This is like real talk here for a second. How do you feel about the fact that your tax money went to fund this game?
Did it or did
yours personally?
Really, or did only Montrealers?
No, because we have federal grants for the arts and for video game design and all that stuff. Yes, if you watch the credits for Canadian-made games, we actually have a lot of thanks for Canadian art funds and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Your tax money did go to this.
You know what? I don't feel bad about it because if I'm going to put my tax money towards anything, it's infrastructure and video games. And sure, this one didn't hit, but I don't think that's a reason to take away grants.
But do you think that these people actually... They perform so poorly that do you think they actually deserve a job? Like, shouldn't they be better off like working at McDonald's?
I think they tried to retool an engine and didn't have the writing talent that they needed.
But not just the writing talent. I heard that the person who was hired to do like the lead...
that is not true.
Oh,
that is categorically not true.
Oh,
she like you're talking about that one girl
that was a model and a 3D artist.
No. That she was never, according to BioWare, she was never in a position of that. And even though it says it on her Twitter bio, apparently she's lying about it. Like, she was never a lead artist on it, according to BioWare. So either BioWare is lying or she's lying.
I mean, at this point, and this should say a lot about what I think about BioWare, is that I believe that BioWare is lying more than I believe she is.
I agree with that. At the same time, though, I think that regardless of what her qualifications are, the shit that she's been getting is so unwarranted.
Oh, yes. I
want to make that very clear. You never, ever, ever, ever cyberbully someone over anything.
Oh, yeah. Like, I can sit here and say, I don't believe that she should have been the person hired. And if she was. I don't
want to talk about it because I don't know.
But if she was, I could sit here and say, I don't think she should have been done it. That was a stupid move, that kind of thing. But to sit there and like to actually be mean to her, that is fucking insane.
With the way that teams work, like even if she was the lead, she was...
Oh, she's not personally responsible.
Exactly. That's how I feel. But
she should have...
Maybe she okayed it.
Yes, but she shouldn't have okayed it if she
did, but that's the problem. There's no way
We don't know. There's no evidence. But wasn't she credited? Isn't that what happened?
I don't know.
Or is everyone just going off Twitter?
I think everyone's going off her Twitter profile.
Okay.
Yeah, where it says.
Well, I don't know. But either way, never, I guess the moral of the story is never cyberbully. What the fuck are these people doing? Yeah. Why are they cyberbullying? I mean, unless it's like all harmless fun. No,
they're never cyberbullying.
But do not attack developers on Twitter.
Yes.
Never attack anyone on Twitter. Is not the place.
No, exactly. I feel like it's perfectly fine to display distaste with a piece of work.
Yeah, if you said at so and so should not have been in this position.
No, I think it's more a case of I don't at BioWare. I don't like the facial animations.
Yeah,
that's one thing. But to personally track down the person that
I don't agree.
No one knows whether
I think if she has this in her Twitter profile and she's publicly displaying that this is her job, I think it's perfectly fair to go to her personally and say, I didn't like the work you did. But the problem is the internet will be like, you're a dumb whore. Like that's the difference. Like to criticize her work.
To be fair,
to criticize her as a person.
That is the least of what the internet.
I know that. I'm being kind on our family-friendly Christian podcast.
Oh yeah, very, very, very Christian.
Yeah. But I honestly think that the internet needs to die. You all need to stop.
No.
Except for on our channel. Just get rid of everything else and only
Cal,
subscribe to Yakuza
I think
Fan.
you need to stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, is that all you played this week?
I'm trying to think if I played anything else.
No, you didn't. You suck.
Hold on a second. Let me do a little bit of thinking here. No, but there is something coming up next week that I'm very excited to play.
I know what it is, but let's leave them in suspense.
No. I want to see whether you know what it is.
Is it Persona 5?
It's not.
Oh.
I'm very excited about Persona 5.
It might be Persona 5.
It might be Persona 5. Lord willing, Sega gives me a code. But it's not Persona 5. It's something happening this weekend and this weekend only.
Oh my god, is it another free weekend to play a game?
It is.
Oh boy, what is it?
It is a Nintendo Switch exclusive.
Oh, I signed up for this.
Yeah, I know you did.
Splatoon!
Yeah, Splatfest is this weekend.
Splatoon 2?
Yes, Splatoon 2.
I know, somebody on the Discord was like, hey Cal, you gotta go sign up for this thing. And I'm like, shit, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
This is like one of my 5 friends on the Switch. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
Him and I are playing Zelda. I can't remember who it is though.
I don't know.
You
know what? I was actually sitting down here earlier going, like, just watching some YouTube. I'm like, you know what? I might go steal Cal's Switch, play a little Zelda.
It's so good.
I really want to play it. Like,
do it, play it.
I don't know whether I want to get into it.
Just play a little bit. Just get get it out of your system.
I guess so, but like I said, like...
You can run around and get all the satisfaction you need out of that world. You don't actually have to play the whole game.
Yeah, but I've got so many other games that I could play, like... I don't know.
It's fun. I really like it.
I really like it too, from what I've seen. Hi.
Sorry, I'm really itchy.
Cal just took his shirt off.
I didn't take
What
it
are
off.
you doing?
I'm itchy.
Are we having a fight? Do I need to take my shirt off too?
We're not having a fight. I don't have a tattoo.
Not yet.
Only you do.
Yeah, that's very true.
You have
I have a Pac-Man on my back.
Yes.
It symbolizes my love of Pac-Man and my ability to eat.
All right. So, hey, leave a comment. What tattoo should I get? Now,
I think you should get a smaller man's back.
A smaller man.
Steve-O's face. Giving a thumbs up.
No, not Steve-O.
Oh my god.
But I think
Sorry, just tangentially.
What?
Do you remember that?
No, I mean I know who Steve-O is, but
okay.
Was that
it was in Jackass. He got his own face.
Yes,
giving a thumbs up tattooed on his own back.
That is hilarious.
Oh my god, I've had such a hankering to watch Jackass though. Like, I'm getting more back into that Tony Hawk skater culture.
The skate culture, yeah.
Well, I went and I bought Tony Hawk Underground 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 2, so I've been all about that. Know. I've been all about that life lately.
You haven't played them though.
I've played them a little bit. Maybe that's what I'll go do instead of Zelda. They are the way better games, let's face it. What do they get on Metacritic?
I don't know. Look it up.
Okay, I'm going to look it up. Cal, why don't you tell me what you did this week?
First of all, I've been writing more gift guides. This relates to your skateboarding thing. I included a skateboard on my gifts for teenage guys because I felt like this was a necessary gift, and I realized that I am also a teenage guy because I wanted everything on this list. It was like RC helicopters and paintball guns. I'm like, this is fucking sick. Yeah. Wow, it got a 90?
Yeah, Thug 1 has a 90. Now, hold on. I just want...
Okay, but video games, I played a little bit of Zelda.
Yeah.
But not much. I haven't had time, so I haven't played it. I'm taking a break. I do this with games, guys. I take a long time to play them.
I can't wait till next year when
I need to stretch this out until, like, I probably won't even buy Splatoon 2 unless it has a single player because I don't have time for multiplayer. So I need to stretch this shit out until the new Mario. So, like, I got forever to play this game. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I started Pharaoh, and then I looked at it, and I was overwhelmed, and then I closed it again.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I've just been working. I've been working lots.
Oh, hold on. We're in the Breath of the Wild here.
I got insulted by 9-year-olds at work the other day.
Oh, why?
Did I tell you this story?
No.
Oh, man. Okay, so I'm at work, and I'm doing a class, a comic book creation class, and this one kid is like, I couldn't spell a word because I rely on Google. I didn't realize...
We were about to say you're special.
I was going to say it was stupid.
Oh, well,
I didn't realize how much I relied on Google for spelling words. I've just given up. As an adult, it's like, fuck it. Who cares about spelling? I have autocorrect.
I had to hold a pen today. What? That is the first time I've written with a pen in nearly 3 months. I am not joking. Don't get me wrong, I've signed my name here and there, but at this point, that's basically a scribble. I might as well be writing an X. I had to write an address today. It took 5 minutes, and afterwards, my hand hurt. I'm like, why does my hand hurt?
What was I doing? Oh, when we were writing our backer cards.
Yes.
My hand cramps up. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I writing with this hand?
Yeah, I got a claw. I think I came home and I put my hand in a bucket of ice. I'm like, oh god.
Injured from filling out an address. But yeah, so I don't spell very well. I've never been a great speller. I always got 100% on my spelling test, but that was elementary school, right? Once you get older, fuck it. Spelling sucks. So I I couldn't spell it right. I looked it up. And she was like, I am the best speller in my spelling. Oh, it was leprechaun. I couldn't spell leprechaun.
Yeah.
Chaun. I was like, I don't know. And
you know what?
I'm not very good at spelling. Like
that is a hard word to spell. I don't know whether I would have got that one.
It is.
I'm a fairly good speller. I make a lot of typos, but I'm a fairly good speller. I don't know whether I could have got leprechaun.
And it's like, I'm not very good at, I could write it down and spell it right, but I'm not very good at telling somebody how to spell a word.
Oh, I'm pretty good at that. Let me see whether I can get leprechaun, okay? I know you just said it, but it didn't register. Yeah. So, L-E-P...
Yeah.
R-I...
No.
R-E?
Yeah.
C-H?
Yeah.
A-U-N?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have spelled it right.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, but if you were writing it down, you probably would have looked at it and gone, oh, that looks wrong. So
yeah, I would have looked at the eye and gone,
different situation. But anyway, so I couldn't spell it, and the kid was like, I know how to spell leprechaun because we did our spelling test, and I'm the best speller in my class. And she probably is.
Okay, Cal?
What? You were talking
Slow down.
Okay, sorry.
No. You're going a million... Are you cracked out right now? Is that what's happening?
I had a drink.
Did you have a tournament?
I've had a long day, a really long day, a really bad day. So anyway, I was on the radio. I had to do a radio interview, guys. It was horrible.
Did you plug Yakuza fan?
I did not. I considered it, but it was super quick. This guy was like, bam, 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 done.
He didn't let you plug your Twitter?
No, didn't. He said who I was, but he didn't. I think he didn't let me plug anything. No.
Oh, what?
He might have said it afterwards. I don't know. I don't know because I didn't get any new Twitter followers. So.
Oh, okay.
But it was a weird experience. It was really surreal.
You need to tell me more about it after we're done here, okay?
Anyway, so I said to this kid, and this kid was talking about how top of it. She's so smart, blah blah. And
how old is she?
9.
Okay.
Grade 4.
Okay.
So I say to her, maybe she's 10. I don't know. Anyway, same thing. So I say to the kid,
10 or 4, same thing.
No, 10 or 9. She's in grade 4.
Oh, okay.
So I say to the kid, I was actually really smart in school too. And she's like, I don't believe you. And I'm like, I was.
Fuck you.
And I'm like, I'm serious, I was. And I was like, I was in like honors classes and everything. And she's like, and of course, you know me, I'm autistic, so I don't. So I'm not.
You are not autistic.
I don't make.
Stop telling people you're autistic.
I don't make eye contact.
That's
you
true.
know that I have.
You don't. I've known you for 10 years. You barely look me in the eye.
I have legitimate issues making eye contact.
Everybody thinks that you're being suspicious.
Yes.
Because you will not make eye contact.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, the kid thought I was being suspicious.
If I were to fight you, we would pop up with suspicious-looking men.
So she's like, I saw a video on telling with the tells when people lie, and you're not making eye contact. So that means that you're lying. And I'm getting bullied by this 9-year-old.
You probably deserved it, to be fair.
I did not deserve it. I was smart in school, and I'm all offended now because
was it a boy or a girl?
A little, of course, it was a little girl.
Little girl.
The little boys were like, "I play Gears of War 4."
We should have cyberbullied her.
Oh my!
You should have got her.
She's probably not allowed. She's so.
You should have gotten her Snapchat.
Christian.
And we could have.
Some other kid was like, "Oh, I'm making the Big Bang there was an explosion and the world was created." I'm like, and I made a joke about there was nothing and then the nothing exploded, and the little girl was like, "Well, I learned in church that God created everything." And I'm like, "Oh my god, oh my god." Anyway, these are the exciting things I do at work because we live in a really small town and there is a lot of Christian people in this town. Well, Catholic here.
Cal, I will not have you bad-mouthing the Christian religion.
I'm not bad-mouthing the religion, just the people.
Okay, that's way worse. Go back to bad-mouthing the religion.
No. I've told you stories about the Christian fiction section. Okay, it's like most of the library.
Keep your politics off of that podcast.
Oh my goodness. Alright, no, but seriously, the kids are fine. It's just, I was really mad that I was getting bullied by a 9-year-old, so. And then this one kid was legitimately scaring me. He was like, I made a character, and he's a murderer, and he cuts off people's heads and eats them. And I'm like,
hell yeah!
Fuck, you're 7!
Fuck yeah!
This kid is...
I would have asked him more about it.
He was like ADHD, just bouncing off the walls. This kid, he didn't bother me, but then later he was like, my favorite game is Gears of War 4, and there was another little girl. She's like, I love Halo 4.
Oh my god!
Oh, I was like, kids, play a real video game.
Yeah, at least have some taste.
Yes, exactly.
I don't care that you're playing mature games. Just play some with.
Yeah, play something good.
Play some good ones.
Like, oh my god, I would have more respect for the parents if the kid was like, I played the new Grand Theft Auto.
I played Nier.
Yeah. Oh my god. I played Yakuza.
Oh, that would be the best.
Imagine? I'd be like, you are my favorite.
Yeah.
Come sit with me. You're getting special treatment. But anyway, so that was work. I didn't do much else. That's pretty much all I do is work and write gift guides and do bullshit.
That's how I feel like it's been. Like, besides being sick for the last couple of days,
I've been busy.
I feel like all I've done is work the last couple.
I took the kids to the dentist. We went to this new dentist. It's called Children's Dental
Yeah,
World.
thanks again for that, by the way. Like, there was no way I could have gone.
No, you stayed home.
I was so
like
fucked.
A
like,
bitch. Anyway,
I stayed home with the twins.
So this fucking sick ass dentist. The kids get to lay down. There's fucking cartoons on the ceiling. Like, where was that when we were kids? There was no cartoons on the ceiling at my dentist. It was like, here, we're going to pull your tooth out now.
I'll be honest, like, growing up kind of lower middle class,
yeah,
I don't think I went to the dentist, like, more than maybe once every, 4 years.
It wasn't, covered under... Your mom got, poor people insurance, didn't she?
Yeah.
And it wasn't covered? She just never took you. She's just busy, maybe.
Yeah, we just never went.
There was 4 of you.
Yeah, we just never went.
That's crazy.
I know!
My mom said to me, no one spent more time at the dentist than you. Because this is a serious thing. When I was 6 years old, guys, I went and I had to go under general anesthetic and get 9 fillings. 9. And I was not I wasn't, this junk food. I was born with a condition where I have no enamel in my teeth, or my baby teeth. I have special sealing on all my teeth, and I don't get that many cavities.
Now, is this part of your autism?
No. This is that. You're the one who calls me autistic all the time, so... Fuck you. You're gonna offend our legitimate autistic listeners.
Hey, I love our autistic listeners.
Oh my god, ridiculous. This is the biggest hole here. I'm sorry. I won't call you out by name. Okay. But I know. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yes, that so I had I had lots and lots of tooth issues as a kid. So I spent so much time at the dentist, and there were no TVs, and the prize was those sticky hands. Those were the best.
Was there ever a time where you got those, the chattering teeth that you wind up and they chatter?
No, those are expensive.
Really? Oh, okay. I remember finding a pair of those as a kid, winding them up, then putting them in my mouth and going,
You wonder why your teeth are chipped.
Yeah, I'm all fucked up.
You are. And but we're at the dentist, and they're telling me, okay, one of the kids has a crossbite. It's not a huge deal, but she's going to need some kind of braces.
This is the weirdest episode we've ever
I don't care. I'm telling personal stories because we've got nothing to talk about. So anyway, they're like, the dentist is like, it can cause jaw issues and all these problems. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And there's all these issues. You got to get it treated, when they're about 7 or 8 years old.
Sounds like the dentist is looking for a payday.
Oh, it's fine. No, we went to the dentist specifically because they have a built-in orthodontist in the house, and it's all for children. But I'm like, I have a crossbite. I have all these problems that you're describing. So apparently, I should have, at 14 years old or 13, my mom took me to the orthodontist and said,
no, the optometrist. Yeah, you're right.
I need to go there too. I just got new glasses. That's another thing I did.
You look great. I like it.
And was like, you want to get braces? And I'm like, I've got a crossbite, but I'm fine with it. I'm okay. I don't want to suffer, braces, which are a big pain in the ass.
How would you eat a pizza?
Exactly. So my mom used to cut it up. She had braces for years.
Oh, God, why?
It was so horrible.
I ate a pizza for dinner tonight. It was great.
Oh, so good pizza. Anyway, so I'm like, I passed on it. And I was like, fuck me. I could have got braces paid for. But now they have soft braces that I could get for my teeth. So I'm thinking about doing that, maybe.
Okay.
Get my teeth all
let me just rewind and bail out of this dentist talk for a little bit.
Okay.
Back to the Metacritic score of Tony Hawk's Underground.
All right.
Now, Tony Hawk's Underground... I don't know why that's not tabbing, but Tony Hawk's Underground has a 90 for a Metascore, which I think is the same Metascore as Nier.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
good.
has a user score of 8.7. If we head over to The Legend of the Zelda, The Breath of the Wild, it has a Metascore of 97 and a user score of only 7.7.
I don't trust that user score.
Therefore, Tony Hawk's Underground is a better game.
No.
By users. No one trusts critics, but users.
Yeah, I trust the users on Metacritic. Because they wouldn't, go on a troll campaign too.
There is 121 ratings for Thumb.
I really don't believe that this is authentic. Or can someone please tell me what this
lame... Okay, everyone who needs to know, Cal is reading out a user review for Tony Hawk.
And there is no change whatsoever to the other Tony Hawks. Truly disappointing.
That is categorically wrong.
That guy is wrong. Why did he write like that?
It's no longer challenge based.
Yeah, Tony Hawk. Thug is the best Tony Hawk.
It's not on a 2-minute time limit anymore.
Oh my god!
You can get off your board.
I'm gonna go back to 2002 and I'm gonna punch you in the face for writing this.
2004.
2004. Sorry, I was looking at the other one for some reason.
That was a year after. No, that was the same year Yakuza released. Is when this review was.
That was the year we met.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're not reading reviews for Thug.
No.
Now,
I'm just gonna.
That was we had a very lame gaming week. Personally, we had an okay week, but gaming wise, it sucked.
Yeah. Well, again, I finished Nier.
Yeah.
Please play Nier.
Yeah.
And if you get ending A, don't stop there.
Yes.
Continue through. Unless you've done route E,
yes.
You're not.
Unless you're a reviewer, don't stop. They all seem to be.
Ending A and B is the first part of the game. And ending after when you start the route C, when you start that third
that's
loop,
like part 2.
That might as well be the sequel.
Yeah.
With how different it is and the weird shit that happens. Route C is like the penultimate climax of that game. Like, please, if you're going to play Nier, play it. No, you don't need to do all the subquests, whatever, because that's all just for like secret bosses and experience points. But please, play through to ending E. I think Nier may have the best ending to a game. Ending E is the best and surprisingly uplifting.
Yeah.
Ending to a game I've ever played in my entire life.
Anyone who shits on Nier, it's like, well, did you actually finish it? They're like, I got ending,
I got to ending B and I was just bored. It's like, dude, that's where the game starts.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're just categorically wrong.
Yeah.
So I've kicked everyone who doesn't like Nier off the Discord.
Good. There's no need for that negativity.
Speaking of which, if you haven't gone on our Discord yet, and if you're listening to this podcast, it's really weird that you haven't gone on the Discord, but get on there. There's lots of cool people. There's like the Yakuza group section where people are always there to talk. Like if you're new and you're like, I really just want to talk about this one part of Yakuza, there's always someone to talk about. It's fantastic.
Exactly. I jump in there from time to time. Cal's in there like a lot lately.
I've been in there, but I've been on the voice chat. We have a little voice chat. That's not as Yakuza-y.
That's very much like an anything goes. Like if you want to come and like hang out and spit some dank memes, then that's the place to be.
But you know what? If you do actually want to talk about Yakuza, the people there will talk to you too. Like anywhere you need, if you want your Yakuza chat fixed, like you're like, I'm sitting at home and there's no one here that wants to talk about Yakuza with me. I've annoyed my friends. Like everyone's sick of it. You head on over to our Discord.
Yeah.
And $1 and up backers get to post pictures.
Yes.
As a special perk. And get in the secret club of Backer Chat.
Yes, exactly. Where it is a more intellectual conversation.
It is. And actually, it's very hilarious. Usually it's just selfies, let's face it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, yeah.
That was my little plug for the Discord.
Your secret plug for the Discord.
Because I'm spending more time.
You want more friends to talk
I want more friends. Yeah. No, it's a really... I've been shocked at how good our community is. Everybody is amazing on there.
Yeah, they really are.
There's like there's a group of regulars and it's just like I love all of them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool. And it's very multicultural.
Yes.
I'm always surprised that there's people from all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, I am too. Like we've got like people from Indonesia, we've got people from like France and Poland and Germany. Like
Italy,
it's fantastic.
Russia,
it's really cool. It's really cool. So please, if you want to hang out, shoot the shit about Yakuza, come over to the Discord.
Yeah, and there's more Yakuza talk on there than in this podcast.
It's true. Okay, so
can I ask you a question? There's been a game.
Is it Nier related?
No, there's been a game, and I see it on the bottom of the notepad file that we use for our Discord or our
podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm drinking, and.
You're also on speed. We've established this.
I want to play it. What is it?
Okay.
Play it?
Turn your head for a second.
All right.
Because
I've been dying to play this game.
This has been sitting here
6 months ago.
This has been sitting here for 6 months.
It hasn't been that long, but
I think it actually has been.
That's called an exaggeration.
No, I'm pretty sure it actually has been sitting here for like 6 months.
Our podcast hasn't been going for 6 months, has it?
Yeah, like it's been a while now. We're on episode 29, so that's at least 29 weeks.
Yeah.
Which half 52, so 6 months. Yeah.
You didn't do this at the start though.
I did it like real close too.
Okay. Arguments aside.
I don't think we can play it.
Why?
Because there were true or false questions, and I wrote down the questions, but I don't remember whether I wrote down the answers.
Oh my god.
And now it's been so long that I don't remember what the answers are.
What is wrong with you?
Because we were going to play it that week, and then we sat there for 6 months and didn't play.
This is you. When has your memory been good enough to last from one day to the next?
I didn't plan. I planned on playing it within that first couple of weeks, and then we never did.
You wouldn't have remembered it in the first day.
Well, well, first of all, I did, but worst of all.
Oh, so we can't play it.
Let me just read these questions. You fill time. Let me just go over them so that I can remember.
All right. Oh, I don't know. Usually I know what to talk about. So we got pizza.
We already talked about that.
Oh, shit. We did. I went to the liquor store. I didn't know what to buy. So, this is great. So I bought my Jack Daniels, and I put it up on the counter, and first of all, I didn't get ID'd, which made me mad because I'm old. And
it's true.
She's like, do you have air miles? I'm like, shit, yeah, it's on my phone. So I bring out my app, and I get my air miles, and then I use my credit card, which has travel points. I get double air miles. And I made a joke about drinking somewhere warmer to this lady. And after I left, I thought to myself, how many times has she heard that joke? Like, they take air miles. They've always taken air miles. I always forget.
Yeah.
And how many times do you think that she gets that? Like, every time, probably.
No, I feel like that one's not too bad.
I don't know.
How often do you think that she tries to trick people by saying something that, like, doesn't require... Like, that elicits a you too response? Like, enjoy your drink. Thanks, you too.
I don't know. Do you ever do that? Have you ever done it in the movie theater?
Once. And it upset me so bad that I cannot do it again.
You will never do
it again. I will
again.
never do it again.
It disturbed me. It haunts you.
It haunts me to this day. It was so throwaway, and I felt like such a dickhead for saying it.
You know what?
But, oh man, I will never do that again. Because I lay in bed at night and play back that conversation in my head, and I hate it so bad.
You know what? When I was
cringe.
When I was 8 years old,
yeah,
I remember this very vividly because it traumatized me.
Yeah.
It was my birthday. And somebody said, happy birthday. And I started saying,
No!
You know, I'm a child.
Yeah.
And I started saying it, and then I stopped, and she caught it, and she laughed at me. And I mean, this is my neighbor. She babysat me before and after school. This is a family friend.
Oh, she probably thought you were dumb.
Oh, no, she knew me very well, so she was laughing as a friend, as a caregiver, as an adult that was, in my life a lot. And she kind of made fun of me a little bit, as adults do. And I was so upset. I was
mortified.
I was so mortified that, like, that has put me hypersensitive to the U2s of the world. Since then,
once was enough.
Once was you
cannot do it.
You only U2 once.
Yep, it's true. It's very true. Oh man, I remember everything so clearly. I went to go see the morning that Kill Bill Volume 2 was released.
Oh boy.
I had no one to go with because it was like in that in-between time when I was just done school but I hadn't started my college yet. So I just had like all the time in the world.
Yeah. And
so I was like, you know what? Kill Bill comes out today. They have an early morning showing at our theater. I'm going to go and watch it by myself. There's probably going to be no one there. I was right. There was no one else in the theater. It was just me sitting up the back watching Kill Bill Volume 2 by myself.
Right, that is fucking weird.
Which, it's fucking great. If you've never had an empty movie theater where you're the only guy there.
I've been like, where it's been pretty empty.
No, you want no one there.
I saw Cars too, but it was almost empty.
So good. But, I remember it so vividly because that was the movie where I said you too.
Enjoy your show, you too.
Yeah, thanks, enjoy the movie, thanks, you too.
Oh, no.
And I just walked away.
And it's like you're the only one in the theater, so you might run into this guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy came down in to clean the theater after I was done. I did the walk of shame up the aisle.
Oh, how embarrassing. I'm sure you remember that forever.
I got to sit there and he probably hears it so many times a day. Like, I have this theory that people in positions like that say leading questions to see whether they can get people to say that.
And fuck you up.
I mean, to be fair, that's what I do.
Yeah, but you're mean.
Oh,
you're a mean-spirited person.
No, I think it's funny. I think it's very funny.
Yeah, to other people.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I don't need to make fun of them, but if they say it, I'm going to sit there and go...
Yeah, exactly.
With a big smile on my face.
But that's the thing. You want to make other people feel uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. But it's to make up for the fact that I felt uncomfortable once.
Yeah, you need to punish everyone.
Everyone must be punished.
This is why you're an asshole.
No, I'm like a modern-day Punisher. I live by the same code.
No, because you fucked up. You personally fucked up, and you're blaming other people. So
did the Punisher.
No.
If he didn't want his family killed, he should have had them on that beach.
You know what? I will not hear any more about this about the Punisher. I'm very offended.
Okay.
So can we play this game or not?
No, we can't play this game.
For fuck's sake.
I'm going to have to go through and just double check.
Here I was like, this is my ace in the hole, my extra thing that we can talk about Yakuza related.
No, I'm going to have to go through and fact check it because I cannot remember what...
Damn.
I know, right?
Alright, well, I have one tiny piece of Yakuza fan-related news.
Okay.
And that is that I finished writing the script for Forward to the Dragon, episode 7. And
nice.
I'm so excited for this one. You have to get it done because this is probably my favorite episode. I say this every time.
Don't overhype it.
I say this every time. But I was talking to someone on the Discord and I'm like, I'm done Forward to the Dragon. And they're like, but are there more cliffhangers? I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I do. I purposefully write
so do I.
with
so
drama and with a cliffhanger. So this one has a great. Everyone has a great one, but this one has another one too.
I love that series. Like, it's so much fun to do. I know. Okay, let me take a step back. I know I promised to try and get it out by tomorrow. I wasn't expecting to get my ass so sick this weekend.
He was the biggest baby, guys. You have no idea.
Oh, man. I was like, Cal, take care of me. I'm sick.
I was like, no. Goodbye.
You were. You left.
That's exactly what I did.
And then I was like, this is fine, too. And I put on Nier, and I cruised to the end. I had the worst headache, like, playing Nier. Like, there are parts...
motion sick.
It made me a little motion sick, too, sometimes, like, after, like, extended play.
Yeah.
There are parts in that game, though, like, I want to just talk about the Nier soundtrack.
Oh, my God.
There are parts in that game when it goes into like a bullet hell shooter, and out of nowhere, like you'll have like this really amazing music, and then when it goes into a bullet hell shooter, that morphs into a chiptune version.
Yes,
just for the period that you're in the shooter, and then goes back out into normal.
Yeah, but
music
the song doesn't stop. It becomes
chiptune.
Yeah.
Fuck, that game is so good. It's so good. Anyway, Forging the Dragon is like my favorite thing to work on. There's no way I'm going to get it out by tomorrow just because, I am just wrecked. Like, after I get this uploaded tonight, I'm probably going to head to bed because I'm just fucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully, I'm going to shoot for next week on that one because that's the best I can do. I think I'm going to do a Chasing the Dragon on Nier. Just because there are a lot of similarities and I do want to kind of promote my love for that game.
That's cool.
It's my second favorite series. Like my three big ones: Dark Souls, Yakuza, and Nier.
It's true.
Like not in that order.
Oh, I bought you a Nier shirt.
You did. My ass is so fat it doesn't fit. So I appreciate it.
You're too fat for it. It was Asian sizes.
It fits great in the shoulders, but just around my belly, it's like no.
Your belly
it's got like an Emil head on it, and it's like he's all stretched out. So it's like
it's like a crop top.
No, not even. It's like it fits everywhere else. It's long enough. It fits great. It's just a little tight.
Oh boy, that sucks.
I know. I was so excited. That's what you get for
buying Chinese knockoffs.
I was so excited, and then it's like, oh
yeah. Well, that's cool though. Anyway, maybe you'll lose some weight.
Hopefully, that's the plan. I tried eating more, and I haven't lost weight yet. So,
have you tried eating less?
No, I don't like the way. I don't like the
that's
sound. That's
crazy talk. I know. I was like, how many calories are in pizza? I can't give up pizza.
I remember you came to me yesterday. Or like,
I'm
on a diet.
That was today. I was eating a rice cake. I'm like, they're only 35 calories, but they taste like cardboard.
No. There was something that you said like, I'm on a diet, and I said, I couldn't remember whether you'd stopped that yet because your diet's in the last 2 days.
Oh, it's
and then today you came home with pizzas.
I only ate 2 slices, which is good for me because I usually eat like half a pizza.
That's really bad.
Anyway, so you can. The biggest loser of Yakuza fan competition will continue.
Yeah, I think you're gonna win.
The kids broke the scale though.
Oh no,
we have no way of measuring.
We need to get thinner kids.
Oh boy. I had more Yakuza talk, but I don't really know now. There's been no news. Can we talk about the site?
Before we do, there is a Sega Nama coming up next Monday, I believe.
Oh yes.
And it's going to just be Nagoshi talking about like Puyo Puyo Tetris and like
upcoming Sega stuff.
Upcoming Sega stuff. I don't think there's anything. That new Soul Blade, I think it's called. It's a new Sega arcade game. It looks kind of like a knockoff Soul's Adventure. It looks kind of shitty. To be honest. But what they are having is Takaya Kuroda on. So they're going to be like discussing his role as Kiryu, what it means to like wrap up the series with 6.
Well, that's interesting.
So it'll be very interesting. I will see what I can do about getting a translation for some of that. But yeah, that is something that I'm really excited to see because I really love Takaya Kuroda. Like,
he's a cool guy.
He's one of the coolest guys, and his portrayal of Kiryu is like one of my favorite performances.
Yeah, he's a real good actor. Like he really fit the character.
Yeah, I agree. Especially after they went and took his face and put him on the character.
Yeah. There's a star change.
And then messed up my figure.
I was going to say, I wish they'd put the face on the Figma.
Oh, I'm still mad about that.
That's the other thing I did this week. I set up all my toys.
Oh, and the Majima Figma comes out next month, I believe.
Oh, so that's exciting.
Followed by the
do you think it'll come out?
I do. I'm pretty hopeful about it. We haven't really heard any news about it, though, which is a little worrying. Like, by this point for the Kiryu Figma, like, we'd seen, like, sculpts and colors and...
Yeah. Like, maybe they're just not talking about it, because why?
Still... I'm so bummed out there's not a Haruka Figma. That's such a waste.
I wish they would have done Androids, to be honest.
I would like both, but I really like the Figmas. I really dislike Kiryu's face. I'm going to keep saying it until they change it. I hate it.
You know what? You and everybody else. I have yet to meet a person. What?
I hear people all the time that don't have a problem with his face, and it's like...
What? Who are these people? I'm going to fight them.
People on Twitter, I don't get it. Like, that face is like a bag... It looks like a bag of nails.
It's bad. It's really bad, guys. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, it's pretty poor.
So what's your... I'm curious. I meant to ask this before. What is your favorite Yakuza game now that Zero's out? Like, now that we can talk about it a bit more. Do you have a favorite? I was ranking
I still do. Yakuza 3 is still my favorite.
Really, 3?
I still really love the orphans and this is what Kiryu does to be happy. It's the only time in the series where what he's doing is him actively being happy
and being himself.
Yeah, like he's taking care of the orphans. He's living that life that he wants. He wants that carefree.
Yeah.
He only wants the responsibility of the kids living in Okinawa, just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Whereas every other time it's like, oh, well, he has to leave and now he's a taxi driver.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, he's not happy about it. There's a huge amount of melancholy to that even.
Right.
Where it's it's really sad.
You like 3 because of the story, basically, is what you're saying.
I like 3 because of the story and because of the tone.
Yeah.
I think that 3 has the best setting of tone for that part. Yeah. I think that 1 is really marvelous with its setting of tone of the city. Like,
yes.
It and 0 are the only times where I feel like Kamurocho is actually dangerous.
Yes,
whereas every other time Kamurocho is a silly place.
Yes, definitely. Well, it's pretty silly in 0.
Only after a while, I feel like there are parts, especially when like all of the gangs are looking for Kiryu, and it's like you can't turn down an alley without getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Mr. Shakedown's there wandering around.
Yeah, I think Mr. Shakedown was a great way to kind of make you feel a little bit more intimidated by the city.
I wish he was a little bit more aggressive. Like there is no. Like, if you see, he's on the map, and you see him coming, and he makes this noise to alert you of his presence. So you can just turn around and walk the other way.
I think they want it to be fair. Like, I personally...
I know,
if I'm playing Yakuza, I'm building on my real estate, and now I'm playing Pocket Circuit, and I'm not actually playing the game properly. And
you're not wrong.
So I don't want to be attacked by Mr. Shakedown. I'm just doing my thing.
I understand, but like...
I'm minding my own business.
Why not...
Going to look at my graveyard idols.
Why not do that with the way they do random fights? Like, you can buy, like, a charm that severely decreases random fights.
No, I like the way they did it. I don't want to buy a charm. I don't want to be confused. I don't want to have to use one of my equipable slots with a charm.
It's not a huge deal.
Well, it is to me.
Alright, that's fair.
I like Mr. Shakedown the way he is. I don't know what my favorite is because I've never actually played any other than 0 and 6.
You're the worst.
I haven't finished the Yakuza game. But story-wise, I really liked 3 as well. Like, there's some certain things in 3 that were really charming to me.
The part where Kiryu is carrying, like, the giant, like, 5-scoop ice cream cone.
Yes! I love that part. Was that the one where you had to deliver the ramen to before it cooled down?
No, that was 0.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. You had to deliver ramen in one of them, too.
Possibly 5, I think.
Anyway, yeah, 3 was really fun.
Yeah, it's in 5. You play as, like, it's one of Kiryu's subsets.
I love that the host clubs were cut.
I'll be honest, I didn't mind that much either, but...
but no, seriously. But there was the one character that, had all that drama and the emotional scene. I don't want to really spoil it in case anyone hasn't.
In 3?
Yes.
Yes. Rikiya.
Yeah, Rikiya, that's it.
Yeah,
so Rikiya, I really liked his character.
Yeah.
I thought their relationship was fantastic.
I thought
I actually felt like he had a relationship with Kiryu when he died, like that he mattered.
I think so too. I really like the...
I guess I shouldn't have spoiled it. I just spoiled it there.
Good work, Cal. I really like that the Yakuza group in Okinawa. Like that's the kind of group that I picture as being the Yakuza, you know what I mean? Like they're small town thugs that take care of the people.
Yes.
And like they have their own offices and like they keep miscreants off the streets. Like they're not... I think that's why Kiryu took a liking to them because they're not throwing around their
guys. Yes, doesn't mean we're bad guys.
Exactly. They're not throwing their weight around to just anyone. They're heroes to the people. Like they're walking down the street and people are just offering them fruit. Not because they're Yakuza and they're scared, but because they genuinely like what they do for them.
Yeah, they're like they're the same people that help the old people cross the street and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like the leader adopts like a little girl. Like there's a lot to like from that group, I think.
Yeah.
The side group in 6 is pretty good. I feel like they do a really good job of connecting with those characters, but in 3, it's just, I don't know. I feel a little bit more of a connection to that type of Yakuza.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, all of them don't feel like young punks. Like, even Rikiya still had this weird sense of honor about him, whereas, like, a lot of the ones in 6 just feel like they want to pick a fight to prove themselves.
Yeah, but I think maybe that's the times are changing a little bit. I think 3's Yakuza were more of that glamorized idea of
I think so
Yakuza
too.
would be.
I think that's specifically because of where they were located.
Yeah,
like having them in small town Okinawa where nothing ever really changes. It's slow and like everyone's just on the beach and relaxed. Like it's very much like it hasn't gotten with.
But in modern Yakuza are a little bit more punky. Like they're
not really. They're a little bit more businessmen-y. Like a lot of
depends on who you.
A lot of modern Yakuza don't even have tattoos because they.
I knew that
because they've realized that they can't like get into places, so it's not worth having the tattoo.
Yeah, well, and they don't want to be labeled Yakuza, but they still need to be part of this criminal organization.
Exactly.
So, and how do you sneak guns in, for example, if you're clearly a Yakuza?
What do you sneak guns? The Yakuza actually don't surprisingly use a lot of guns.
I think that they're using more. I mean, most of the guns that exist in Japan are because of the Yakuza. That's true. But they don't distribute them necessarily. They're not gun salesmen. They don't want other people to have them, but they do distribute them amongst the Yakuza. Yeah. Well, you got to. What do you do if someone disrespects you? Exactly. So I think that times are changing a little bit, but drugs is what they don't get into too much. Yeah. Which is very respectable, I think. I am honestly surprised that continues to hold up these days. Me too, because why not just make the money? Yeah. Honestly, like it's a you're already thing to a say. Criminal. Yeah, if you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound at this point, I feel like. Well, and if you're willing to kill somebody, then you're willing to kill them, that but I don't think they are. I don't think a lot of members are willing to kill someone. Right. But, if you're... It's true. If you're going to do illegal shit, why not go the whole way? But then... I don't know, maybe they think it's maybe it's a weird national pride kind of thing where they don't want their people addicted to drugs because then it just makes them harder to like recruit later. Well, and harder to control. Like how do you get protection money out of a drug addict? First of all, yes and no. I know drugs can be used to. You use the drugs to control them by making them buy more drugs. Yeah. And how do you get protection money out of a drug addict? You don't. You get drug money out of a drug addict. It's true, but then I don't know. I think that it's complicated. It's more complicated than we give it credit for. Games like Yakuza are great for bringing us into that world, but not so good at explaining to us all of the nuance because the people who make the game only know as much as they've researched. It's no more than us reading a crime novel or something like that. Then saying, I'm a detective. Well, but I played Shenmue 1. Now I'm a detective. But that's like the writer of a crime novel saying, I'm a detective. They don't know. They know just as little as we do in the sense that they've only just researched it. Yeah, they haven't lived that life. Yeah. Maybe the exception of Richard Castle, but... Oh, God. I laugh every time his books go out. I get so mad though. Do people know that he's not a real author? Some do. Some are like, "Oh, I love the show." Okay, just to catch people up, but we're kind of veered off topic here. Richard Castle is the main character of the show Castle, who is a fictitious author that writes crime novels about a character named Nikki Heat, and they're all something Heat, and all the books are. Okay, you're going too far off the point. Anyway, the books are all written allegedly by him. Yeah, so they've made a real series of books that are allegedly written by that fictitious author. But they're all ghostwritten, but even in the library, they're cataloged under Richard Castle. So they're all together under Castle, which is fucking hilarious. It's got Nathan Fillion's picture on the back, the actor that plays him. And it's fantastic. But we got a new one in recently, and somebody checked it out, and I was like chatting to him and trying to tell him, like, oh, I really like the show, that kind of thing. It's like, a show? He's like, oh, I don't really watch TV. I'm like, but you're reading the book. Does he not understand? I think he got it, or maybe not. He didn't want to talk to me at all. And I was like, fine, grumpy old man. Fuck you. Oh, wow. Yeah, no shit. Like, and then there was another woman who was like, yeah, I love the show. So some people get it, some don't. But I feel like I'd want to read those books. I've heard they're mediocre. Oh, no. Maybe I want to listen to those books. Yeah, I've heard they're mediocre, and they're not exactly short. So listening might be the better option. That's true. But they go out pretty well. I wonder if they're written just like an episode of the show. I don't know. I've seen them go out more than other books. Yeah. Like that, and James Patterson and Christian fiction are pretty much what goes out. And some author with the last name Box. I'm not familiar with them, but their books go out all the time. Anyway. So speaking of fiction and TV shows. Right. I'm still trying to find a copy of the Yakuza 6 J-drama. I thought we almost had one. We almost had one, but it was actually a fake. Oh, no. So the search continues. Okay, keep it up, guys. If anyone knows where I can purchase a copy of it at this point, like I will take like your crappy Asian, like Chinese DVD knockoffs. Maybe I could go search eBay, see whether it's on there. That's a good idea. But
I'm dying to watch this J-drama. Yes. I have been since it was announced.
It looks great.
I love the Yakuza J-dramas. Even Kurio was fantastic. Yeah. So, again, if anyone has the hookup, message me. Let me know in the comments below. Hashtag find Yakuza 6 J-drama. Either way, please let me know. Cal, is there anything else to talk about?
No, I think you've got it all. So the only other thing is...
Okay, we have our backer video coming up soon. So this is our way of saying thank you to the backers, and then we're going to do a little bit of Q&A.
It's for, what is it, $5, $8?
Yeah, $5...
Is it $8? I don't know.
I think it's...
I don't even know our Patreon tiers.
Whatever. So we...
For the Patreon tier that is awarded this.
Yeah, once a month we release a special podcast where we answer any questions that you guys have, and literally any questions.
Yeah, anyone, like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Or...
So if you're backing us on Patreon, I'm going to make a post probably today or tomorrow. Go in there, leave your questions, like as many as you want, whatever the subject.
Yeah.
We will pick and choose, don't worry. So if you do go overboard, fuck you.
No, I'm gonna answer them all. Anything literally, you write, I will answer.
Anything?
I may not answer it accurately, but I will read it out.
Accurately or truthfully?
I will read it out, and I will answer it.
Your question will be read.
Way.
Fair enough. So, yeah.
It's a promise.
And also, I'm currently in the process of retooling the Yakuza Fan homepage.
Yes.
So, look forward to that.
It should be up by the time anyone listens to this.
No, because this will go live tomorrow, because it's Friday. So, I'm either going to get this done tonight, but, I'm really...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The site will be up by
really
the time
starting to feel tired.
Podcast.
So I'm going to try. I'll get the podcast live. I might get the homepage live, but like I said, I'm already starting to feel it here.
Anyway,
I'm still feeling really sick.
Let us know what you think about that.
Yeah, please. I'm dying to know what people think of the retooling. Because it's been a little while coming. I kind of want to showcase some more fan content.
Yeah.
And hey, if you guys have like any videos or Yakuza stuff that you think that I should check out, just tweet me or leave me a comment.
Yeah, put it in the Discord.
I'm always happy to feature fan artists or whatever the case may be.
Fan art. Fan art is great. Or if you get any of our merch and take pictures, please send them to us. We love that.
Oh, yeah, that is
It's our favorite thing ever.
Yeah. One of our backers bought a pink Majima shirt the other day.
It looks so good.
Majima's crest in pink looks great.
Yes.
I am highly, highly impressed. Anyway, you guys.
Yeah. So thanks and subscribe and all that.
Yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.